Today's Tuesday, June 16th, 2020. I'm standing on the end of a pier here on the Sound Side, in Kill Devil Hills in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. This little pier has a lot of memories for me. I used to live here on the Outer Banks from 1996, 97 through 2009, something like that, about 13 years. When I lived here as a teenager, when I was 20 years old, I proposed to my wife out here on this pier. Aisha, hello. If you're watching, sharing that memory. It's been a good memory. I have so many memories here in this space. It's really powerful to come back. I forget how much of my life I spent here, because it's been many lifetimes ago. I guess I left this place 11 or 12 years ago, right around 11-ish years ago. I landed in Norfolk, Virginia a few days ago to go visit my father. He's living in Newport News, Virginia. We just celebrated his 70th birthday on Sunday, June 14th, which I just found out is also President Trump's birthday. Just a little fun fact to keep it weird. My dad shares a birthday with Trump. They're both Geminis. Yeah. Oh, my dad and I have been having fun dropping in. It was fun to spend my first night there on his couch, and waking up in his apartment is like, it's so interesting. There's like old body rhythms that like fall into sync with my father when I'm around him and in his space. It was real comforting to wake up in his apartment. It felt good. It felt safe. It felt like home. Something I don't often feel too much in this life. And oh, my dad and I, when we get together, probably the only two humans that tick the way we do, and I think we accentuate each other's behaviors and patterns. Oh, we've been up all night, almost every night. Stay up super late, go to bed around 3 or 4 in the morning, and last night we were up till 6:30 this morning after the sun rose, before I laid down. My dad, he's like, Papa, if you get to watch this, I hope you do. I love you. It's really good here to be here visiting you. So happy to be here for your 70th birthday. Be hanging out with you. And man, my papa's energy is sky high, and around 6:30 this morning, trying to roll us another smoke and mix another drink. My dad, I gotta go to bed. Go back to your room, let me sleep on the couch. Yeah, so I got a little sleep this morning before I drove out here. And it's so cold and wet and blustery and stormy, but just the way the Outer Banks always is. It's such a great way to go back to the Outer Banks. I stood out on the ocean already, and it's like almost, rain's blowing sideways, winds are blowing like 25 plus. the ocean's looking wild, not really big, but rough. And you can barely look out into it because you get rain in your eyes. And, but yeah, but the Outer Banks I remember. It's really good to be here, and I'll just say one big hello to all my friends and family here on the Outer Banks. I have so many people, beautiful people's lives that have touched mine and that I've shared time with and space and beautiful moments with. There's more than I could mention, and I was thinking to speak to a few of you, but it feels dangerous to start listing names. Just upsetting people that I forget or miss. But, You know, it's easy to dream and fantasize about what would my life have been like if I stayed here? What would life look like now? If I worked here, if I bought a house there, if I stayed with this lover there, and our story continued, where would we be now? What would life look like? And they're fun fantasies to play with, but as much as I love this place, I'm so happy for the roads that I've taken, for all the journeys I've gone on, places I've lived, and for where my life is currently continuing to take me. But it's a strange reminder to be back here to just tune in with all the different lives I've lived and keep living. After I left here, 8 years in Kauai, a whole another lifetime there. Friends, community, family, learnings, explorings, mind openings, heart openings, consciousness expanding, experiences, journeys of many other travels, and been living the last 3 years in Canada, a year and a half in Quebec. Many journeys that happened there, and then the last year and a half here in BC. So many lives. So many lives. I did a tarot card reading from my dad last night. So much fun. That's kind of what kept us up all night. We probably started around midnight, and 5 hours later we were still wrapping it up. And really beautiful to see my dad make new discoveries and embrace new discoveries, and speak his own truths, and kind of bravely peeling open this next chapter of his life, of where he's at, of what it is he wants to accomplish. My dad and I talk kind of non-stop since I've landed, and we go into so many different subjects, but just kind of finishing last night with the tone of our desire to speak our truth, to shine our light bright, to take a firm stand for who and what we are, and to boldly display that out into the world, and that in a way that, especially when we don't see our truths reflected back to us in the world around us, that we almost owe it to everyone else who is seeking their truth to stand bright and shining in our own truth so that they can help to orient others. So that when they see me or they see my dad or they see other people, they say, hey, that's that person walking in their truth. And maybe if we're all doing that in this life, it helps other people to orient around us. Helps other people to find their truth. When they see us walking down ours. There's a bit of a message coming up. It's interesting to see my dad coming to that realization in his own time, kind of paralleling where my life is. What's consuming my psyche these last couple of months. And, we're at our own places at that. We're in our own ways, in our own places in that spot in our lives, but there's lots of similarities, and it's fun to witness that and see it. Really needing today to just ground and check in with myself. It's fun hanging out with my dad, and I can also get his energy and get out of my own needs. So today is kind of my first day to connect back in with myself, find my own rhythm. I haven't even called any of my friends here on the Outer Banks yet. I'm not sure where I'm staying tonight. I'm kind of wanting to do this first. Wanting to connect in with the land and the space in my own time and way without being rushed or having an appointment with anyone. I wanted to shoot a video here, especially since it's been a few days. I haven't recorded a video since the Dallas airport. Recorded a video in Virginia yet. I'll try to do that before I leave. But so much is going on, with family, with connecting with my father, with seeing him. He talked to his brother Elliot on the phone, on my phone while I was there. It's the first time they've connected in 50 years. 50, 5 times 10, 50 years since they spoke, and they spoke on the phone together just a couple days ago, and my older brother spoke with my father just a few days ago too for the first time in, I'm not sure, 10, 15, 20 years, something like this. So lots of thoughts and talk of religion, how it divides us, faith, beliefs. It's still fresh in my mind is the experience of the mask and the travel and the coronavirus, and how people are only validated if they reference a source outside of themselves. Oh, my doctor said this, or my government said this, or my boss said that, but we're not allowed to speak for ourselves. We're not allowed to claim our own dignity and sovereignty and truth. Say, hey, this is what my truth is, and to have that honor by other people. It seems that we're all enslaved to bowing to the will of a government or a policeman. It's disturbing, and I see it as a war on our consciousness. And it's not a war that any of us are going to have the luxury of avoiding, and we're all going to have to face it in our own time. mainstream media says look out for the second wave and the third wave of coronavirus. What I really hear is look out for the second and the third wave of our attack on your consciousness, of us tightening the grip of control, domination, police state. No more free thinking, no more rights, no claiming of your own sovereignty. Only submitting to the will of the state and its threats on your life, on your freedom, putting you in jail, hurting you, separating you from your family, removing you from your land. All things our government does, it does under threat to our physical safety, threats to our body, threats to our well-being, threats on our life or our families' lives. We have to realize that this is a government that we're giving our power away to, one that threatens us, one that demands our money, our tribute, no different from a bully on a playground, telling you to give up your lunch money or you're gonna get a beating. If you give it up and then you have protection. So yeah, I just encourage everyone to tune into the dignity of being able to make choices for yourself, being able to claim what you feel is best for you, right for you, safe for you. You're in pursuit of love and life and happiness and freedom. Real freedom, not like freedom they try to sell you to be a part of a country. Freedom to move about, freedom to create. We have a long way to go as humans, and I know. But that's why I think that everything we do, every choice we make, whether we put that mask on or not, make sure we're doing it because we believe that that's what we need to do. Not just because we're being told to, or we fear the consequences if we don't. I don't know. These are some of the things on my mind today. Many things are moving and getting fun messages from Becky. Energy moving on our Bhutan adventures in the fall. Energy moving on some possible Scotland adventures with her family next year. And yeah, feeling all of that. Well, I think that's all for this evening. I just wanted to get back in my rhythm of recording my videos and make an effort to connect back in with myself. I'm gonna go explore the Outer Banks a little bit and see where my prayer and where the fates take me for the most beautiful encounter I can have for who I can meet right now from my past. I have more than I could count. I'm excited to see who I run into, where this adventure takes me. Thank you for listening, for tuning in. Bless you all. I hope